This next um, topic is, I don't know why, but it seems to be, it could be true or not true, although I have seen another article that kind of gives more detail. Um, and probably, it's probably true. I'm just going to give my opinion on that now. So, according to Kotaku, a 17-year-old game developer tried to steal the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild demo at E3 by way of transferring the code to a PC from a demo pod. And fortunately, little things. It basically makes the Wii U go to a URL that then tricks the system into running an authorized routine. And basically, you can tell it to do anything, such as, you know, send send the game code to like a file transfer or something like that. Um, However, thankfully, the Wii U units were demo units. They were not your normal Wii U consoles, and they were not connected to the internet. Um, and they also tried, apparently, according to this report, they almost um, succeeded on the second day, but they copied the wrong files. um, and yeah, I just, you know, someone trying to do this, I can. It is a demo, um, but usually, when you get when these types of demos leak, you have these data miners that go in and they may find out certain aspects about the game plot, or they'll look for like names of characters or names of places, and we may get information about the game that leaks well before it releases. um and the bad thing about that is, what if, like, let's say someone gets a hold of this demo and they data mine it to the point where um, they find out a very important plot twist. And since it's no longer a twist because everyone knows about it because it leaks, they decide to remove that plot twist. The developers, um, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Um, and I don't know what this person was planning on doing with the demo of the game, like selling it, or just wanted to make it available to those who could not attend E3. Um, but Nintendo's probably the worst company that you want to try to do this to. All of their stuff is proprietary and hard to get into. It's even We've only recently been able to figure out how large the Wii optical discs actually are and how much space they hold, just because Nintendo likes to do everything with their own spin, their own proprietary um, hardware. So I can't think of a worse company to try to steal from at E3. Do you have anything?
Uh,
I will say it would be nice to be able to get hands on the demo and just play the demo just to see what it's like. But it's owned by Nintendo. They made it. They get to make that call, not some hacker.
yeah. I guess it's it's not an okay thing to do stuff like that. Just because like no one likes having things spoiled for them, especially when the game isn't even out yet. So like especially like what you said about finding certain characters or locations or plot twists or even like items, like finding those things out, like it kind of ruins the wow factor of it. Um,
Yeah.
and also just it's not an okay thing to do to just take something, especially just like that. Like that's always something that kind of makes hackers kind of notorious, I guess. Like hack,
Not looked well upon.
yeah, like that's always kind of been a touchy subject, I guess, for people is like whether hackers are good or not. And I feel like there's a lot of bad things that are known about hackers, and they get a bad rep. I feel like there are some good things that can come from hacking, done the right way, but no one really looks at those things, or at least they're not, you know, shown a lot. Um, but whether you want to take it and distribute it, or you want to take it and you just want to data mine it until it's just nothing and you know everything, or not everything, but as much as you can know, and you just leak that on the internet. Like, first off, that ruins the game for all of us, and you're a jerk for doing that. Second off, if you wanted to distribute it, you know, instead of taking it and distributing it yourself, uh, just another thing to add to that, like that could get you in huge trouble. Like that can be like tracked back to you.
Yeah.
Like there's an easy way to do that. So if you did do that, Nintendo could easily find out and sue the crap out of you. And I don't think you want that to happen because they will take everything from you, and you might even go to, not even might, you'd go to jail probably. Um, so if not being like just a jerk to the community, you know, save yourself the time in jail and just don't do it. And I guess wanting to have the demo just to play it, just to have fun, you know, write to Nintendo, ask them to do that. Like, I don't know if you can do it, or if Nintendo does it for the Wii U, or anything. I think they do it for the 3DS, so they probably do it for the Wii U, but I don't know because I don't have one. Microsoft has game demos on their digital store that you can download and you can play the game, and it'll have like a 20-minute like timer, and when it goes off, it's like, thanks for playing the game.
Hmm.
Think about buying the game.
Which is what the C3 demo pretty much was. A,
Yeah,
a time demo.
yeah. There was like 20 minutes to look around this, and it was like what you said, like 1% of the game, or maybe kind of 1% of the game. If now does I'll ask you this: does the Wii U have game demos for their games on the digital store?
I want to say yes. I believe so. I haven't looked that far on the eShop for demos. They're very easy to find on the 3DS eShop, but for some reason on the Wii U, when you first get on there, Wii U doesn't have as clean of a setup or a layout really, as the 3DS eShop does. So I couldn't tell you for sure.
Okay. Well, let's say that there isn't, and this person was really just like, I didn't get to go to E3. I haven't been to E3 at all in my life. I would love to go, but I just can't right now. If they were like, I would love nothing more than to play the demos that were played at E3, at the comfort of my home,
Mm.
simply because I can't afford to go there. Not to say that it isn't fair, because people pay a lot of money to go do that stuff. So, they they earned the right, and they also like bought the right to go do that stuff, which is like, I can accept that as a normal thing. It would be nice if those demos could be made public after E3 shows them, or after they're showed off. It could be it could have been the intentions of this person to like take it and do something like let other people play it, because if that was true, it's still wrong. But I would have absolutely enjoyed, like, just been so happy to have played the Legend of Zelda demo. Like that would have been amazing to do. I wish I was there to have played it and to just witness it. Um, but you can just do things like that, like take it and do it just because you want to. Like, if you want that to happen, like talk to Nintendo about doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and to me, it would be more of a worry for data miners going in there and just finding every little thing, every little detail out about the game. Like the 20-minute demo wouldn't be enough for them. They would just want to find out anything they could about the game and then leak it. And it's like, you just have people out there that love to do that stuff.
Link it.
Leak.
Oh, I thought you said link it.
No.
Now I feel dumb. But yeah. stuff like that is generally not okay. Like when Pokemon X and Y came out, people data mined the crap out of that game, and some people in France found three Pokemon that weren't talked about ever and weren't in the Pokédex. Or they were, but they not to like other people. And it turns out they were three event legends that were going to be released after their movies had been released, and there was going to be they were going to release them through mystery gifts.
Huh.
But instead, those people found them, they showed images of them, and they caught them and started fighting with them. And I can't remember the third one, but I know it was Hoopa, and I think it was just Hoopa. I don't know if Hoopa Unbound was known at the time. It may have been. That might have been the third one, but it was Hoopa and Volcanion were the ones that I can remember. I think Zygarde may have been the other one, just because like I don't think there's a normal way you can catch him other
Hmm.
than hacking the game. Um, but yeah, those three weren't really known about. There were theories of a third legend to go along with Xerneas and Yveltal, and that was Zygarde. So that got solved. But then like the Pokemon like Hoopa, it's cool, and then Hoopa Unbound is just amazing. Like that's an amazing looking Pokemon, and it would have been really cool to have been surprised by Nintendo like that, like they did with Magearna. Like which is why when Magearna came out, I didn't think it was a part of X and Y. I thought they were going to come out with Gen 7 because those hackers did a heck of a job finding those three legends. They searched everywhere for them. Well, not specifically for them, but for secrets and things that could have been used for mystery gifts. And Magearna was a complete and total mystery. So I'm happy that there wasn't like a hidden thing for Magearna in X and Y because that would have completely ruined the hype buildup for Gen 7. So it's always disappointing when stuff like that gets shown to the public.